Jewel of his collection was this full-grown African lion that he had somehow smuggled down to the Bolivar Peninsula. And he used to bring it to my shows at Bob's Sports Bar and World Famous Grill. He'd put in one of those little trailers, like a zoo cage with the bars on the back, and he'd hook it to the golf cart, and he would bring it to Bob's, and I'd be there. There's a floor-to-ceiling window and a gravel parking lot, and then Highway 87 in the Gulf of Mexico, and he would back the lion up right behind the stage. So sometimes there'd be people at the bar, and they could turn around and not only get me singing, but get a lion thrown in for free. About 9 years ago, a hurricane came and hit the peninsula, and it devastated it. It took out 90% of the buildings. I lost my home, and Bob's washed away. A lot of friends and family lost their homes. Some even lost their lives. And I was overseas at the time when it was happening, and I couldn't get any information about Crystal Beach. It was such a small, remote place. And one night before I was going on stage in London, England, someone handed me a newspaper, a local newspaper in England, and it said, on the front cover was the picture of the lion that used to come out to my shows at Bob's Sports Bar and World Famous Grill. And what had happened, I found out after the fact, was that Mike, the guy who had the lion, when he heard that the storm was coming, he did the Christian thing, and he set all of his animals free. And I don't know what became of the rest of them, but the lion instinctually went to high ground, which was in a church 3 feet above sea level in the middle of town. And there were a few locals who thought they would try and ride out the storm, as sometimes people mistakenly do. And by the time they realized that was a bad idea, it was too late. And so they left their houses and went to high ground, which was a church in the middle of town, 3 feet above sea level. And they walked in and there was a lion there. It is a true story. You can look it up on the interweb. But I guess they recognized the lion from my shows and decided it was safe, so they hung out there and waited for the storm to pass. And once it did, it took 3 days for the Coast Guard and the National Guard to come down and rescue everybody. So for 72 hours, there was this like redneck life of Pi situation going on. I know this is a long anecdote, but there's a lyric in this song about a lion tamer, and I know y'all are paying attention, and I wanted you to understand what I was talking about. Something makes them crazy growing up on the water, playing for my supper 6 nights a week. Hurricanes, Easter, and New Year's Eve. 410 walls and there ain't much left, looking like a homeless cheers on death. Homers in the corner breaking up a fight. Good Lord, I hope I get paid tonight. I gotta give, baby. Lone Star beer, cops and the kids, they drink free around here. Girl behind the bar just taking what she's giving, lying about her past and trying to make a living. A broke pool table, some hard luck cues. Go tell your mama I done paid my dues. Everyone around here knows my name. 6 nights a week in the neon flame. I gotta give, baby. I got a kid. Now there's an old lion tamer parked behind the bar with 100 pounds of weed in a stolen car. Oil patch boys, girls who went to college, rules you don't break and laws that ain't acknowledged. A barefoot strapper, a pistol up his sleeve. Some will go to heaven, some will never leave. Pills in the tip jar, blood on the strings. Oh Lord, I never thought mother's daughter. Something makes them crazy growing up on the water. Praying for my supper 6 nights a week. On hurricanes, Easter, New Year's Eve. I got a kid, baby. I got a kid. I got a kid, baby. I got a kid. Thank y'all for coming to it. I should mention we're recording tonight's gig. We got it on a USB if you want to take that home with you. And I also want to mention our crew. We were in Boulder, Colorado.